We just pulled up to the gym. I am about to go in and hit a deload session. Actually, I just wrapped up a 6-week, 7-ish, I think it was 6-week training block, and we are officially 18 and a half weeks out. It's a half because we delayed my check-in by a little bit because this weekend was crazy busy. We just got back from a training camp that we hosted for some of our clients and some of their friends in Delray Beach, and it was so much fun. And whenever weekends like this come up, sleep is just a little bit lower. So we focused on recovering, and then the deload week came at such a beautiful time. But I have officially started a bodybuilding prep, and it was not something that we were planning on this year. I had a lot of things come up for me in terms of what division I wanted to compete in, what kind of life I wanted to live, what kind of physique I wanted to have long term. And that ultimately shifted a lot of our plans of how we were going to approach this year. So you guys saw me posing. It's different. It is not bikini posing. It is fit model posing. And I am going to go over with you guys in a little bit how I came to that conclusion, why I came to that conclusion, and the things that have shifted as a result of that. But I am extremely happy with the decision. I'm having a ton of fun during this prep, and my body is responding like a freaking dream. So you guys just saw me checking with my coach this morning. I sent off my check-in. I'm down like 2+ pounds this week. I hit a low weigh-in, so my body's just eating it up right now. So I'm excited to see whatever adjustments, if any, we make this week. And I will update you guys whenever I get the update back from him. So I'm gonna go inside, train full body, get some cardio in, and then come home, and I will catch you guys after lunch. Okay, camera did not eat first because I'm so hungry, but I took a bite of this week's new meal prep and I am obsessed. So on the menu, well, this is just one meal, but we have miso glazed barramundi. This is cucumber salad, which I have a lot of because it's volume and I'm really hungry, but this has been getting me through my prep. It is cucumbers, salt, pepper, dill, apple cider vinegar, half apple cider vinegar, half water, and then cucumber and red onion. And it is so, so good. The longer it sits, the better it gets. We have some diced sweet potato, sugar-free barbecue, and then guac on the side. I am going to eat this, and then I'm going to catch up with you for all of the bodybuilding fit model updates while I put my makeup on for the day. I have been doing my makeup out here recently because you literally just can't beat all of the natural light that comes through, and I have this weird thing where I really enjoy sitting on the floor. If there is a chair or a couch available, odds are I will probably sit on the floor. It's just where I do my client check-ins. I love the height setup of the coffee table along with it. So this is just where I'm going to be. But the reason that I switched from bikini to fit model, well, let's start with backstory. Towards the beginning of the year, when we came home from the Philippines, I was kind of thrown for a loop with my body because that time zone change was crazy. I also went through a little bit of a washout period with retatrutide, and I was so freaking hungry for a couple of weeks. I just felt super off kilter as my body was figuring out what was going on. And so I got home, I started training. The goal was to start putting on muscle, and I started training really hard. And because I had been in a deficit for a decent bit of time leading into my wedding, my body just responded amazingly. I started putting on tissue really, really quickly. We went through about 12 full weeks of growing, and that was when I started to feel a little weird about putting on more size, and not in like a body fat way, but more so in like a enjoyability of life and my physique way. Because the more that I thought about it, the more that I realized, one, I really enjoy how I look in my clothes right now. I don't feel like I am overly popping out of my clothes, and I could tell that as I started to get a little bit bigger that my sleeveless tops were just looking a little bit different and that things were fitting differently. And I came to the conclusion that if I truly want to go pro, which is a goal of mine, I do want to get a pro card, that if I were to become a pro in bikini, not only would it be quite a lot on my body in terms of the amount of muscle that I have to put on, combine that with my history with hormones and Hashimoto's and things like that, it can be done. It would just be very stressful and strenuous on my body. And I don't know how much I would really enjoy having that much muscle unless I was pretty lean. I would like myself on season. I'm not sure that I would love my physique off season, and that's a problem because that's the physique that I'm going to be living in for the majority of my life. So I was talking to my coach and he's like, hey, you kind of have the perfect physique for fit model. You have really well-shaped quads for the division. You fit the criteria, and again, considering your background with health, Hashimoto's, etc., that's kind of what he specializes in relation to bodybuilding. It would be more fun and sustainable for you, especially in terms of like the training side of things. I truly love training and movement and being in the gym and training hard, but I'm not one of those people that like absolutely has to like 5+ days out of the week. I am genuinely so excited that I've developed enough tissue that I'm no longer in dire need of going and training my absolute ass off every single day. I can train to feel good. I can continue to develop the specific areas of my physique that I need to for fit model, but it's not like I have to go put on 10+ pounds of muscle and spend years plus doing it. It gives me more freedom to go and do things like yoga or maybe take a class or something like that and not spend my whole life moving one way like a bodybuilder. So I got over myself. I know that for a long time I did judge the division. I thought that it was dumb. I thought that it was not bodybuilding. And when you think about it, it's bodybuilding light, right? You have to have muscle. I think that's something that people get twisted. They say like, oh, anyone can do fit model, but like there's a decent bit of muscle that goes into fit model. Definitely. It's just not bikini level muscle. And once I got over that, I realized that it was likely more of an alignment with me and my values and what I want to do in life, because it does allow me the space to travel. It allows me the space to continue being still as involved as I am. And the more that I thought about it, the more that I realized that fit model was likely a better fit for the lifestyle that I want to live. Because while I really do enjoy bodybuilding and it is a big part of my enjoyment on my fitness journey, I also have other things in life that I really do love. Like my lifestyle is pretty fast paced. I do travel a lot. I have a business that's pretty demanding, and in a body, you only have so much room in your stress cup, right? And as somebody with Hashimoto's, my stress cup is already a little bit full. So combine that on top of the other things that I really do love about my life, like the business, like travel, like all of the fun things that we do, training my absolute ass off for bikini and all of the things that come along with it, potential things that I would have to take in order to do that. It is not as sustainable as I would like for that to be. So for all of those reasons, I decided that fit model was going to be the thing. And to be honest, since I've switched over, I've been having a ton of fun seeing my physique start to shape out in terms of a fit model athlete. I really like the look a ton. I feel like it's something that I'm going to be way happier in living in for the rest of my life. And I'm also really excited at the opportunity to be able to have that kind of physique and the kind of movement I'm going to be able to do to maintain it. So now that I am 5-6-ish weeks into prep, my body is down a little over 5 pounds. At this point, my body is starting to shape out into more of a fit model look. I'm actually really, really enjoying it. I love the way that I'm looking in clothes. I love the shape that my physique has, and I know that I made the best decision. I was just being really judgmental about it and making fun of it when really that was my own thing that I had to work through for myself. So we are currently, like I mentioned, 18.5 weeks out. I will be doing the Grand Prix in Boca Raton in October. We actually have like 8 clients doing it as well. So it's gonna be a really, really fun just experience to do it with everybody. I always think that if you can do a show with someone that you know or with some teammates, it does make the experience a little bit more fun because it is a relatively lonely sport. It's literally just you backstage for a bunch of hours. So any way that you can make that more fun, I recommend it. And then hopefully we will be hitting the national circuit for the first time, so that will be really exciting. I want to do nationals at the end of the year in Irving, Texas in December, and that would be my first ever experience on a national stage. I'm really excited to see how I stack up against new competitors in a new division, and it'll be a fun new challenge that all of the doors open up for. So this is the official start of the prep vlog series that I will take you through every week up until I start competing. So if there's anything in particular that you want to see, I know that people love full days of eating and things like that, but if there's anything in particular you are curious about, let me know and I will put it on the list to start creating throughout the rest of this prep. Now, I'm gonna finish my makeup. I've been doing more of like a natural looking makeup. I just decided I'm gonna take a break from eyelashes this week, and I've been kind of loving the more natty look. I'm sure that I'll be over it in about a week and I'll be ready to put eyelashes back on though. So I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then I have a podcast to film, and then our training app was down all day yesterday. So I have all of my client check-ins from yesterday to do today. Just hopped off of the podcast with Cleo, and it was so good. Hang on, I'm getting you set up my walking desk. This is how I get my steps in while I walk. So, my walking treadmill, because I have my laptop right here. And she is a functional practitioner. She went to school to be a doctor of Chinese medicine and then left and made more of an integrative approach practice for herself in person, and now has it online. And she now runs $2 million companies, not just the health one that helps people with their actual health, but one helping practitioners do the same. And it was really awesome to have a conversation with her about how your health is wealth, and it's ultimately what generates everything in life. And it just resonates so deeply with my journey of Hashimoto's as well, because when you don't feel your best, whether that is physically, mentally, emotionally, you can't show up and be the person and the entrepreneur or the athlete that you want to be, because at the end of the day, truly all that you have is your health. It's how you take care of yourself. It is how you feel on a day-to-day basis, how well your body can carry you throughout the day. And I know first-handedly what it's like to feel like dog shit every single day. And not only after that, after I made the whole healing side of things of personality, super grateful that I brought my body back to a spot where I was feeling good, then I wasn't taking care of my physical health in a sense of my physique. It all goes hand in hand, right? You take steps in the right direction. Healthy bodies are the hottest bodies. You have to make sure that you have a healthy foundation, but then from there, it doesn't stop there. That's ultimately the gateway into becoming the person that you want to be. I got healthy, and then I realized there is so much more for me here because I've just been playing small, because I only thought that this was the one thing that I needed to accomplish. And then when you do that, you feel so good every single day. You literally cannot stop, because you know that you're meant for so much more. So I'm so fucking fired up about to go into my client check-ins. Gonna give them everything that I got today, which I'm really, really excited to do. And then Chad told me he's gonna get me ice cream tonight at Delight's, and I'm so excited. Meal 3 is going down right now. This is the other half of the meal prep that I didn't get to show you guys, but still so good. We have ground beef, which is a delicacy in prep. I feel like I can feel the minerals entering my body here. And we have garlic and ginger bok choy. I'm going to add some guac again for some fats, also a really helpful way to get in some fiber. And then I'm gonna add some sugar-free teriyaki on it. And now we are home from Delight's, and this is my go-to. I have a large split, and I always get one chocolate flavor and one vanilla flavor. So today we have Bavarian cheesecake and praline fudge. And praline fudge is one of my favorites, and I just love cheesecake anything. I do track double of this. I showed you guys the nutrition facts when we got there. It's only like 50 calories for 4 ounces of this, but I get a fat one. So it's supposed to be 150 calories, but I track 300 just because I don't trust that, for one, and two, I'm in prep, but it's a fun treat that I let myself have like once or twice-ish a week. I've been trying to do my creamy more at home, but you just like can't beat all the flavors that they have. So it is now 7:48. I'm going to brick my phone because if not, I know that it impacts my sleep and me actually winding down at night. And that's something that I am not that responsible about, to be fully transparent. So that's me progressively overloading my self-care protocols, and that's important for me to do in prep, or else I will not fully recover and I will not feel that great. I won't perform that great. My body won't respond that great. And I notice a difference. My Oura ring scores show a difference when I'm more diligent with that. So I'm gonna brick my phone. That wraps up today, and I will catch you guys in the next prep vlog, and hopefully I will be more shredded.